What's up? It's Miguel from Run With It again. Guys, thank you for following along. Thanks for all the comments on the vlogs. This has made it super fun. Look forward to connecting with you guys even more. And like I said yesterday, just got back from vacation. As a band, we get to tour all over the world. We've gone all over the East Coast, the South, gone to the Middle East last year. And so my wife and I, we have 5 kids, and we decided, since we had some time off from the band, why not take the kids on a family tour? So we loaded up all 5 of our kids in this van right behind you. You can see some of the mess still left. That's one thing I got to do today is clean it up. And we loaded them in, and we took them through the Southwest all the way to the West Coast out in California. We hit 8 states in 8 days. One time drove about 25 hours because there was a 6-hour detour because of ice and snow. But one of the craziest parts is we almost died on Sequoia National Forest. We got to the top of the mountain, and we had snow chains on our on the van, and which is the only way you could really get up there is have those chains. But one of the chains busted off and cut the brake line. I didn't realize it cut it. My wife, we parked the van on the side of the highway, and I ran back to go get the chain. And when I come back, all the kids and my wife are sitting outside the van. They look freaked out. She said the van just started rolling back, like click, click, click. And they all just stopped and like looked at each other, freaking out. And they were like, did that just happen? Then all of a sudden it went boom and rolled back again. Of course, they're on the side of a mountain like this. And so they pile all the kids out. And I see this brake line just hanging by the back tire. And I'm like, oh God, get away from it. We got all the blankets, wrapped them up, and started hiking further up the mountain because I thought there was something up there where we could stay warm. While that happened, we're on the road, and a van sees us. It's coming down the mountain, and they slam on the brakes, which is a bad idea, by the way, if there's ice. So they slammed on the brakes, went sideways, and I look up the mountain. I see my wife turning and looking at me, freaking out, and it looks like this van, like in the movies, is about to just start rolling down, just, you know, over side towards us. Luckily, as they skidded down the mountain, they slammed into a ditch, and it didn't flip over, because if it flipped over, it would have been really bad. And from there, we just kept walking and found a tram. Eventually, saw some park rangers, and the rangers, since we have so many kids, they took 3 vehicles to get us out and got us to the bottom of the mountain. And later on, found out that it actually wasn't the brake line; it was the emergency brake line. That's why when it was parked with the e-brake on, it kept popping backwards. So it would have been even worse if it was the brake line. We got really lucky there. And all the boys, we were like, oh my God, we almost died. That was awesome. And the girls were like, we almost died. I'm never going on the mountain again. So yeah, hopefully in the future, I'll get my wife to go up a mountain one day. And I'm super glad they were safe. We finally got back on our way the next day after we figured everything out, got a tow truck to go up the mountain. And I think one of the best moments for me, though, was taking our kids. We finally got out to Venice Beach in California, and watching our kids play in the ocean with the sun setting. It was just an amazing moment. Seeing my 4-year-old looks back at me just wide-eyed, like I've never seen the ocean before. And they were running, playing with the waves, chasing them back and forth. And every single one of the kids just loved it. It was a beautiful moment, made all the crazy drives and almost dying on a mountain worth it. But I am interested. What was one of your favorite moments of your Christmas or New Year's or holidays? Just throw in the comments. What was one of the favorite moments that you had over the last few weeks with the holidays? I'd love to hear it. Thank you guys for listening, and thanks for hanging out with us.